This session is entitled Alt Assets, the first new brokerage trading product in 10 years. And as the title implies, Marc is here to give us his insight on the growth of the alternative assets markets. So let's give him a warm welcome to the stage. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. So, by way of quick introduction, I started in the FX CFD industry in 2001. I was probably employee number 40 at CMC Markets. Back in 2001, I was back in operations. My day was mainly spent settling euro-dollar. Then, come 2008, we were still settling mainly euro-dollar. But now, not at CMC, but around other brokers, we were trading MT4. Fast forward to 2015. We're still predominantly trading euro-dollar. We're still predominantly trading it via MT4. And what I'm getting at is that the overall progression of this market, a very successful, a global, a very exciting market, has actually been relatively small as we focus on our primary offerings and what the clients like, which is typically 30 or 40 instruments covering the major dollar currencies, indices, oil, gold, whatever is in the news at the time. So what I'm keen to talk about today is introduce genuinely an alternative asset that really is one of the most exciting, revolutionary changes to the CFD FX market, well, in the 20 years that I've been here. So what I'd like to do is introduce AllStars Trader and our range of over 4,000 CFDs traded on footballers, cricketers, and many more to come soon. So why did we do this? So first of all, innovation. This product is unique, it's exciting, it's looking to shape up the market and give the client something different, something exciting to trade other than euro-dollar. Relatability. Now, what's exciting about what we do is that sport is exciting. So what this means is that our clients, our traders, they care more about Messi than they do euro-dollar. So therefore, it's an easier conversation. It's an easier discussion to have. Because what we provide is emotions. We enable clients to trade on their emotions, to be able to access their thoughts, their views. Because again, they're more interested in Jadon Sancho and his next 10 years of what he's going to achieve and whether he really will do it for Manchester United, as opposed to what euro-dollar is, what NASDAQ will do in the next week, day, month, whatever the time scale is. So I think what we are looking to do is bring together a unique product, an exciting product in a format, CFD and FX, that clients understand, but bring them something that is available 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. So for most brokers here, your key trading times are when your clients are at work, 24/5. The main announcement, non-farm payrolls, etc. 2 p.m. on a Friday, etc. These are core hours when your client base are otherwise engaged doing what they are doing, working for a living. What we do is we provide a product that is available, accessible during the Saturday, during the Sunday, when they are in their free time, when they are Tuesday night, Wednesday night for the Champions League. We're providing products that give people access to markets, to profit, to trading outside those core markets that typically are dominated, as I said, when they're in the office. So what is this product? Our products, I said, are 4,000 CFDs plus, based on the Bundesliga players, Serie A, Ligue 1, Premier League. Did I miss one? I think there's 5. There are definitely 5 leagues. If I've missed one, apologies. Every single player that plays within those leagues is priced. Now, how do we price those players? This is the real smart stuff. AllStars Trader and our founder, Dev, who is here with us, has spent the last 2.5 years with his crack team of analysts and market data building up algorithms, pricing in real time these players. And how do we do that? We take together, first of all, their performance data. So what they do on field, their runs, their goals, their shots, their tackles, their yellow cards, their red cards. And we condense that and weight that into a single value. We then look at that value and we rank that. So the top 5 players in a match will always be positive. The bottom 5 will always be negative. And those in between, well, positive or negative. But what we're doing is giving people opportunities to trade a live, moving, and exciting product, again, while they're watching on their TV on a Saturday or Sunday. Then what do? We benchmark that data. So we take the price that's taken from the performance, we then rank that price, and we then benchmark that price. So strikers in a particular league, Premiership, Lukaku, for example, for Chelsea, will be benchmarked against Ronaldo. And what this means is that if Lukaku plays exceptionally well and Ronaldo plays an average game, then Lukaku's value is actually pushed up incrementally compared to that of Ronaldo. And finally, trading interest. Quite simply, if there's more buyers than sellers, it goes up. More sellers than buyers, it goes down. So what we've created there is a robust, understandable CFD instrument that people understand that can be traded via MT5. We have Gold ITOM in here, who we work with very closely, as well as our own app. So what we're doing is creating an accessible, exciting product that is way more relatable, understandable than what's out there currently. Now, these products, so here it is, MT5, but not as you know it. There's Aaron Ramsey, there's Adama Traore. All of these products, as I said, priced in real time. So they look and smell like an equity CFD. So Aaron Ramsey there, well, he's probably coming back to the UK anyway, but $2.15 at $2.17, just like an equity looks like. We then have leverage. So we leverage each of those instruments 1 to 100 or 1% leverage. So again, a client is able to access the P&L advantages that leverage provides in their normal CFD portfolio. As I mentioned, it's via MT5 as well, which is the exciting part. So we have a turnkey solution, whether you're 1-0, whether you're Prime XM, whether you're Goldeye, etc., to be able to ignite your product offering with our range of CFDs here. And it's very simply a turnkey solution that can work alongside your existing portfolio of oil, gold, euro, dollar, etc. So what we're doing is one single account can give you access to not only your traditional CFDs, but our unique range of alt assets here. And this here is very, very exciting. And I'm really proud to announce that we have our turnkey or our flagship broker, which is multi-bank, will be going live with us this month. Okay, so we really are making huge moves within this market already. Oh, that's that way. Okay, what are the plans for our business? So we are 2.5 years in the making. We are going live literally this month, as I said, not only through multi-bank, and there will be a lot of other brokers to come as well via MT5, but also via our own app here. And at the moment, we provide football, so which is huge, particularly in Asia, Latin America, Africa, where we are having huge amounts of interest. In addition to cricket, which IPL, one of the most supported, followed sporting events globally, we have every player in the IPL priced in real time as a CFD, traded in dollars, just as you've seen with the football example recently. We will be moving on to esports, kabaddi, for those that are interested, influencers, but also the US sports. Now, the US sports is a huge market, not for the US market, but for the global market, Asia, China, Latin America, who are interested in NBA, who are interested in NHL. What we are doing is providing you, the broker, an option to trade multiple markets in real time in products that your clients actually understand. Your clients go and watch a football match at the weekend. More of those do that than probably dissect a euro-dollar chart because it's relatable and understandable. So yeah, we are really, really excited. We're looking forward to really pushing this product on. And what I'd like to do now, and let's just see. As we just run through, as I see, we have every single club. So any club that you support, even Brighton, my local team I just saw there. See, it looks and smells like a CFD. That's the important thing. You're not giving we're filling a gap. We're not creating a market, and that's the important thing. If you look at the Premiership, there's a number of brokers here, a number of you guys here are already sponsoring Premiership clubs. You have to take the client out of the stands, so to speak, and can teach him Eurodollars and how that trades. With us, you take him out of the stand and you teach him how to trade Messi. You give him what he's already interested in. And that is the exciting thing about what we are doing. So I wanted to keep it short. I wanted to keep it direct, succinct, and to the point. What I'm really keen for is to get your feedback now. This is a new product. It's not been seen before. I think the most recent attempt at a new product was Bitcoin, which in the CFD FX world probably hasn't worked out as well as it should have done. But what I'm keen to do is get this in front of as many people as possible and see what you've got to say and what your thoughts are. Any questions? Of course.
Hi. It's nice to know who the absolute market maker is and where do we hedge our positions.
Okay, so this is an STP business where we are the market maker and the execution house. So we're effectively the prime broker on this trade. We create the pricing and we execute the trades. So all the relationships that we have with our brokers are effectively on a markup and revenue share basis. This is not a business that we are looking to issue our pricing and for the brokers to take on the risk.
Okay, and will we face any issues from the regulators?
Okay, so at the moment, the brokers we are working with, quite bluntly, are doing this as an offshore product. So typically they are targeting their emerging markets in Asia, Africa, and LATAM through their offshore entities. Any further questions? Certainly.
Would it be existing CFD traders or existing people prone to the financial markets, or actually like football fans, Manchester United fans, that they say, wow, now I can buy a Cristiano Ronaldo, for example?
Great question. My honest view is that I think this is a hybrid that sits perfectly across all of those groups. If you look at the majority of football clubs already, each one in the Premiership is already sponsored by one of the main brands, Axie, Man City, Think Markets, Liverpool, etc. So there's already an understanding that there is a huge correlation between football and investing. I see us being able to cover not only the investing market, because it looks, smells, and acts, well, it is a CFD in platforms they understand. I also see people that are interested from the gambling market who are fed up with that binary fixed odds approach, that basically that hit and miss, the ability to take their view and actually have a longer term view on it. For example, this could be a trade that you could transact in 5 seconds, or you can transact in 8 years in what we do. So in terms of the individual, I would see sports fans, but again, the correlation between sports and investments I think is very high, as well as geographically, very focused on the emerging markets. We have huge amounts of interest out of Africa, particularly Central Africa, Southeast Asia, China, and Latin America. Those are our core markets that we're looking at, and as our partners are as well. Any more thoughts, or are we all just blown away? Blown away, that's what we like to hear. Are there any brokers? Sorry. Are there any brokers in here? I'd love to get your thoughts on whether this is a product, because look, is it a financial product? No. Is it an alt asset? Absolutely. Alt assets are, by their nature, financial instruments. Is this a product that you could see alongside your existing portfolio? Silence. Just came in. Your loss. Okay. Right. I think that pretty much covers it all. Look, I'm really excited by this. We've worked very hard. We have a very strong team. We are backed by Christian Angermeyer's Elevate 3 fund. We have robust controls, systems, technology, and we are just excited to take on as many brokers and new business as we can. So thank you very much. Of course.
Yes, like Italian former league manager, I am glad that you have this idea. But I would like to understand the difference between the betting website that now has more or less the same about the performance of the single players and your proposal.
Are you referring to Football Index?
Yes.
Okay. Football Index is a UK solely product that did exceptionally well in the UK. It demonstrated there's a huge interest in this non-binary fixed odds bet product. Football Index was categorized as a gambling product, even though it had a peer-to-peer liquidity model. And it was categorized as a gambling product because it offered dividends, fixed payouts, which is different from the CFD model. There was no ability to short sell, and there was no ability of leverage. So whereas ours is a product that is based on algorithm pricing, and there's intellect to create the pricing based on the performance of the player, Football Index was primarily driven by peer-to-peer supply and demand. Hence, when they reduced the dividends, the markets crashed because obviously everyone started selling the instrument. So what we have is a far more robust, far more understood, because we are not creating CFDs. They've always been in existence, basically. So we're creating a very understandable product, but putting a whole new tint on it with our own sports performance CFDs.
Another question, if it's possible.
Of course.
Is it possible to create a composite?
Yes, we could create Liverpool, we can create teams, we can create, ultimately, where there is data, we can create underlying instruments for that data. So we've looked at the moment, we've kept to individuals, but that's not to say that we could do leagues, we could do the top 10 strikers, we could do cricket, kabaddi, etc. We've got some very smart cookies. What we've wanted to do is keep it very simple at the beginning, because what we have is already unique enough. And then we can build the momentum over the next 12, 18 months.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
How would that work with EU regulators?
Okay.
How would this be classed?
So at the moment, we are not targeting EU. So this product, while we know what our position is with the EU regulators, and we are not regulated within the EU, we are an offshore entity, and the brokers we are dealing with their offshore hubs, who will then in turn are more dealing with their emerging markets as opposed to the European. I fully expect, and we will have this product within the EU, but it will take us some time as we will get regulated, and then we will work with a particular regulator to bring it through. What's very important, just to bring another point, this product is currently being audited by one of the big four, which is step one to go to BMR regulation, if you're familiar with BMR, which while we as a brokerage will not be regulated within Europe, our products will be regulated within Europe. Certainly. Sorry, I can't. Okay, the liquidity, we are the liquidity provider. And part of what we've done over the last 2 years, 2.5 years, is really ensuring that we have the correct liquidity and this product works. So I can tell you that we have fixed levels of liquidity, top of book, level 2. We actually have 10 levels of liquidity on each instrument.
So basically you're saying that you can support any kind of orders?
We can support, we're probably, I would say, more liquidity than a mid-cap stock in UK. But we're not Vodafone. But we can support more liquidity. You know, we have top of the book in Ronaldo potentially. Obviously, it's dynamic, maybe as much as $150,000 notional. That's a pretty sensible trade by anyone's estimate.
Yes. By time it will take.
Sorry?
By time it should be increased because
exactly that.
The more popular it is, the more demand will be.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the more we can then net off client positions, the more that then clients actually put orders in the book as well. So it's not just about us. You know, like all of these products, at the beginning we will be the main LP, but as we develop, then our client flow, the client liquidity will come in and assist and support that volume as well.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hello, excuse me.
Hi.
Just on your website, I was wondering, where are you regulated?
Okay, so we are incorporated in St. Vincent,
Okay.
and the brokers that we are dealing with are typically using a similar type entity.
Okay, and what about if we list you on our website?
Sorry,
If we list you on our website, will we have any issues with any payment processors, EMIs?
We have. Okay, so it depends obviously where they are and what they're doing. We're not regulated in Europe yet.
I'm talking about Mauritius and Seychelles.
We've had no issues whatsoever. The legal opinion that we have is, and it's very clear, and we've worked with brokers who have worked with the regulators, is our underlying product is created by multiple data points, which are consistent. That then that creates the index. So underlying every CFD we have is actually an index. We then put the financial CFD over the top to create the financial instrument. Just as there's some large brokers that you know do government CFDs, general election CFDs, etc. The same concept. Once you build up the index methodology, add the CFD across, you have a financial instrument.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Any further questions? What do people think? That's what I like to hear. No, look, we're really proud of it. We genuinely, as I said, I've been in this market 20 years, and it's nice not to be talking about choice euro-dollar spreads. I'll be honest with you. All right. Everyone, thank you so much for your time. Thanks very much.